there guys, Dex here, and welcome back to another episode of Aspen Diaries. We have kind of a simple plan today. Our plan is to go to the island and catch some rare island beetles to hopefully get more money. Because catching island beetles in New Leaf is one of the best ways you can earn money in this game. But of course, we should probably check our mailbox first. I'm getting into the hang of checking our mailbox every now and then, because honestly, we gotta start doing that a little bit more often. So, once we're done with this, we'll head over to the island. So, let's read. From Astrid. My dear Dex, how are you? I don't have anything to say in particular, but I felt like writing a letter to you. Keeping up on one's correspondence is integral to being a true lady. Sincerely, Astrid. Thank you very much. My cat's walking over to my desk again. From Cookie. Ta-da! A present! While I was shopping the other day, I was totally struck by this cutie cute item that I knew would be perfect for you. How much do you love it? Well, I can't open it right now, but... Oh, from my mom. Darling Dex, the warm sun enticed me out onto the veranda this morning. Spring has really come, hasn't it? Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, no, that's a letter from my mom too. I can't get rid of that one. Dearest Dex, how are you doing? I had something important to tell you, but I completely forgot what it was while I was deciding which stationery to use. Oh well, I'll write later. Well, that's okay. From Astrid, I had a lovely time hanging out with you at my place the other day, so here, for the friend who will rave over my home along with me, I have this special something. Well, I don't know what that is, unfortunately. Okay, really quickly, I'm going to get rid of a flower from my pockets with this really big bottom screen here, which I'm having trouble planting something for some reason. Oh, because there's a buried item. This is the problem with the top screen being too small now. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take whatever present this is. Then I'm going to open the mailbox again. Then I'm going to get rid of Benjamin's letter. Sorry, Benjamin. And I'm going to replace it with my mom's letter. Perfect. Okay, and then I have to get rid of another item to figure out what item my mom got me. So we'll get rid of another flower. And let's see. What did my mom get me? Let's open it up and see. A yellow pansy bag. Wow. She must be a big fan of botanical stuff. Not botanical stuff, just gardening in general. Yellow pansies right there. Interesting little gift. Thank you very much, Mom. Okay, so let's go ahead and swap screens again, because that's giving me a bit of an eyesore. And let's go ahead and head over to the island. Do we have enough money? On a very rare occasion, I sometimes don't have enough money to go to the island, even though it's 1,000 bells, so I always have to check. But this time, we definitely do. And we're gonna be getting some more money, too, while we're going there, so that's nice. Okay. Unrelated to the game, but I did want to talk about, like, I don't know if any of you guys listen to Linkin Park, but, oh man, they just released another new song, and honestly, I'm like, it's amazing. Like, I added it to my phone, like, instantly once they released it, because honestly, new Linkin Park songs with Chester in there are, like, absolutely amazing, phenomenal. I almost said phenomenal, like that was a word. But yeah, man, it's kind of something else hearing his voice in new stuff that's technically not new, but is new at the same time. Honestly? Hey, stop. Sorry. My cat was eating the paper on my printer. It's honestly, like, very bittersweet, honestly. I just love all the songs on that album. I just love all the new songs that I've been hearing, though, so far. Some of them haven't been uploaded yet. Some of them have been officially uploaded. My favorite right now is, of course, Lost, which was uploaded last month. And then, recently they uploaded Fighting Myself, which, honestly, banger. Both of them are. Man, I really wish I could have seen them live. But, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be basically doing here. So, as you can see, I have durians placed out right in front of the trees. Basically, the easy way for me to catch these bugs is if I walk up real slowly, and get to, like, this point on the durian, I just release, and I'm able to catch it, basically. This works on the trees up here, and it works on the trees over here, basically. Like, right now, we have a Goliath beetle right there, so all we gotta do is basically test this out right here. Gotta be careful, though. They are skittish. And there we go. Works like a charm. That's already one right there. I caught a Goliath beetle. He doesn't look so big. Well, if I saw that thing flying around in real life, I mean, it's kind of a like, a tenth of a meter is kind of big, you know? I'd be kind of petrified, honestly. I really wouldn't want to see that thing in real life. Video games, yeah, totally. But in real life, no way. Absolutely not. I would crumble and start crying. I am not a fan of big bugs, especially big spiders. I mean, I live in a hot state, too, like California. You're gonna get lots of hot, like, bugs that appear in, like, hot climates, you know? Not these, though. These are, like, Amazon-type bugs, but, like, from, like, I would say Brazil, or just, like, rainforests, where it's humid and hot. Or, like, Florida, maybe. Or Hawaii, I don't know. But we're definitely not getting stuff like that in California, which I'm kind of thankful for. Gotta scare away all of these, bugs that don't really cost anything, though. It's not quite 7 o'clock yet, so the locusts here are gonna keep appearing, so we kind of gotta... I love the way that they just turn around, like... They just rotate, that's all they do. There's not really much else to it. They just rotate, and that's it. Pretty nice. Pretty funny, I guess. Got this Cyclomatus beetle, or Cyclomatus, I don't know how you say it. This one is less skittish than the others from what I've noticed, so that's good. Alright. Need some tweezers? I'm definitely not using tweezers like that anytime soon. Oh boy. I love catching bugs in Animal Crossing, but you couldn't really pay me a lot of money to do that in real life. Like, that would be terrifying. Got another one of these right here, so we just gotta walk up to it and catch it. Again, I do appreciate how these are not as skittish compared to, like, the Golden Stag. I mean, the Golden Stag, one wrong move, and you're gonna have to find another one. And look, there's another one right there. So I guess this is going pretty efficient so far. Just gotta walk up slowly to it. Different tree, no big deal. Still try and go slow, though. Because you still don't want to go too fast. Alright, that's 5, I think. 2 Goliaths, 3 Cyclomatuses. Cyclomatoses. Don't know why I said it like that. And I gotta get these roaches out of here, too. And that's our problem right there, Golden Stag. Those are very difficult to catch. So hopefully we can get this one. I can only move at 0% or 100% speed. I don't know if that's going to have an effect on catching this, but I can either move at 0%, which is not at all, or at the maximum speed, which is 100%. I don't think there's a way you can fix that either, so you just got to go really, 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 really slowly until we can get it. Alright. Whoa! I caught a golden stag. Better not spend it all in one place. Imagine golden stag beetles as a currency. That would kind of suck. Also, there is one type of hardwood, I'm gonna call it hardwood tree, kind of like New Horizons hardwood tree bug that we can look for too, that costs a good amount of money. It's called the rainbow stag. They're not skittish, kind of like the Goliath beetle and the Cyclomatus stag, but they're kind of rare too, so you know. Oh, and there's our next very skittish bug right there. That is a horned Hercules, and it is just as skittish, if not more skittish, than the golden stag. So again, we're gonna have to walk up really, 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 really slowly to try and get it. I am glad I put these fruits down, though. Definitely. Otherwise, I'd be bawling my eyes out if I missed one of these. Because I used to miss a lot of these often. I mean, compared to other games, so, like, let's talk about population growing, Wild World, stuff like that, right? Talking about those games, City Folk, Population Growing, Wild World, and New Horizons, even. This game has the smallest, I would say, hitbox for bugs out of all of them. If you know what I'm talking about. Like, in all these other games, you can, like, intentionally try not to catch the bug, and you'd still end up catching it. But in this game, you have to hit the most precise, insane hitbox that's, like, actually very difficult to hit sometimes if you don't, like, set it up correctly. That, one misstep, or one little bit away. Too bad, you didn't catch it. And I'm talking like, you could hit right where the bug is, and it would still fly away as if you didn't catch it when it's like right there. That was very infuriating. Very infuriating. It can be too. So that's why I set out all these fruits like so, because, you know, gotta at least try to increase the chances of me catching those a significant amount. Now, it should be creeping up on 7 p.m. right now, so that means all these locusts should be going away. And we'll know it's 7 p.m. when the music changes, basically. Which, the music's dying down right now, so goodbye to the locusts. Should be easier to catch all these rare stuff, all the rare beetles now, so yeah. Is anything... Oh, there's another one. Alright, now this one's in between. It is not as skittish as the golden stag and the horned Hercules, but it's more skittish than like the cyclomatus stag and the Goliath beetle, so you still have to walk up kind of slow to it, you know? Think of it as like as skittish as like a giant stag or a scarab beetle, which are two other bugs that don't appear right now. They don't appear until 11 p.m. on the island, so you kind of have to wait for that too. More beetles, more beetles, more beetles. Another problem with 7 p.m. though is that butterflies start spawning down here, which are worth 2,500 bells each, but that's not quite the price range I'm looking for. Go on, go on, go in the ocean. Thank you. Okay. Let's continue. Fruit beetle, fruit beetle. The green beetles, fruit beetles, they're worth 100 bells each, which is like, why would you even want that? You really would only want that, you'd really basically only want that for like the museum one time and then that's it. You don't really need them at all. These big beetles right there are horned dynastids. They're worth 1,350, which is a big increase from the fruit beetle, but again, not quite too much. You know. So, it's always good to go for the palm tree bugs too. Another Goliath beetle. How many do we have so far? We have 8. I'm gonna say 8 more, and then we'll call it a day. You know, one thing I kind of forgot to check was, is my island box already full? Because I kind of forgot to check that. Like, what if that box, that island box, is already full? And I'm catching all these bugs and I can't actually put them away because I've messed up big time. Hopefully that's not the case. Okay. Checking for rainbow stags. Got another horned elephant. There is one more we haven't caught yet out of all these. It's called a horned atlas, but I'll show you when we get to it. Or I'll tell you about it when we don't catch it. Hopefully we do catch it. 5 out of 6, basically. There is no giraffe stag in this game like there is in New Horizons. So, there's only 2 of the 12,000 bug options, you know? Double kill right there. We got that, and it scared away a warfroach that I definitely didn't see. Those right there are Miami stags. They're worth only 1,000 bells, so they're not worth it at all. Another Goliath beetle. Nice, nice, nice. Another thing I noticed, so this is basically the Welcome Amiibo update of New Leaf, right? What sucked about the 1.0 version of New Leaf, you know, the original version up until 2016, was that, well, the thing about it is, basically, bugs would be able to spawn right next to each other on the island, which means it'd be incredibly difficult to catch, which means you could only catch one out of the 2 because you'd scare the other one away, so you'd have to make a choice, basically. Did you want to catch this one or that one? And you just weren't quite sure. But in the Welcome Amiibo update, I noticed that you can actually basically... that they actually spawn a good... that they figured out how to make them spawn a good distance away from each other so that you don't have to scare one away in order to get the other one. You can basically get both, you know? Another golden stag. Sorry for rambling, I just... most of the time I spend in this game is actually bug catching. You know, so I know a lot about bugs in this game, oddly enough. Like, there's much else I can do. I just don't really do it. How many do we have? We can catch 4 more. Okay. Also, I forgot hermit crabs start appearing too, so we kind of have to go along the shoreline. There's another roach right there. And hope that we can get rid of all this other stuff. More fruit beetles that we don't need. Oh, there's a tiger beetle too. Anything over here yet? Oh, man. I feel very like bittersweet, or I don't know a word for it when I find these, because it's like they're the most worth bugs. They sell 12,000 bells each, but they're also very annoying to catch because it takes longer to catch them than anything else. It can take up to like half a minute, so it's like can be very annoying. Also, sorry if you're hearing noises in the background. My cat is messing with all my stuff because she doesn't really like it when I talk in these videos. Sometimes I try and get her out of my room before I make these videos, but oftentimes I forget to get her out of my room, and I'm already recording, so I can't really do anything about it, so she starts going a bit crazy when I start making these videos. Which I try and avoid, but again, forgot this time, unfortunately. So, yeah. Nothing quite yet. Sometimes you have to walk around more than once around the island to get something else to spawn, because other things will spawn instead, which can be a little bit annoying. There's another horned elephant. If we can catch that. Doing good so far. We haven't missed one yet. I hope I'm not jinxing it. But let's see here. There we go. Alright, I think we have 2 more from here that we can catch before our pockets completely fill up. Yep. Alright. There's another cyclomatus stag. That's an easy catch, so I'm happy to have this. Alrighty. Beautiful. And now we basically just need one measly more. And hopefully the last one isn't the hardest to find, like it usually is. Oh, and there's the butterfly right there. I'll catch it, but I'll release it, basically to just show you guys. It's a beautiful one. I wish I'd have this in real life. Emperor butterfly. Alright, so I guess I'll release that right now, because I don't need it, but yeah. Those you can't get rid of unless you catch them, so those can be a little bit annoying. And there's the other bug I was talking to you about, the last bug. This is the horned atlas, and it's one of the bigger ones, you know, compared to the others and the sizes, basically. There's a nice little pun to it, too, that I'll show you guys once I catch it. I love how the text of Durian just disappears, reappears, disappears, reappears. It's kind of funny. Alright, I caught a horned atlas. It's like a weight has been lifted. That's one of my more favorite ones, because it references Atlas, you know, because he's the one who carries the weight of the world, basically, you know, in Greek mythology, kind of. So, yeah. Now we just gotta put these away. Hopefully it's not full. Okay. I guess I just had one butterfly in there. Okay. So I guess we'll just put those away. And we're gonna sell them back at the town, so I can show you how much they basically sell for. I think I've shown you guys before in other videos without actually catching them, but, you know, I figured I'd do that right now, just to kind of show you guys real quick. So we'll take a little bit of a ride back, and head back over. Alright, alright. It is nice to have a full encyclopedia. Now, sorry about this, Captain, but I'm gonna skip your song again, because video lengths, homework. Gotta cut that down. Alright, alright. Actually, my pockets are full, aren't they? Didn't think about that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... I guess I'll just drop everything I have in the meantime, and then I'll... Sorry, my cat's making a bunch of noise in the background again. Then I'll just kind of go from there. So we'll just go right here, and then we'll start dropping all the stuff I do have. And then we can go get the beetles, and I can show you guys how much they basically sell for. Oh, that always happens. Put the hat back on, and drop this. Also, I think I have another idea for a project, basically, on the town. Not exactly where, but I think I want to include black and white roses. So that's why I've started breeding together red roses on the other side of town. And basically from there... Hey, stop it. Hey. Stop. Sorry about that. She's making a lot of noise. And I'm going to be basically using them in a project where I'm thinking of putting in black and white roses, basically. So from there, I could basically, you know, make the new area. I am a big fan of black flowers in this game. In other games, they are basically like a dark purple, basically. But in this game, they're actually like black colored, like an actual black color. So that's why I kind of like the ones in this game more than others. Hey! Stop. Sorry about that. That was me slamming on my chair to try and get her to go off, which she did. Okay, there we go. You can see the bag in there kind of disappeared too. Kind of interesting. Okay. Now let's head over to retail and sell all this. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and select all of these, and I'll just show you how much they basically sell for. Whoops. That was not the button I meant to click. Alright, alright. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. It varies, but 136,000 bells, not too bad. You can basically, if you do that for like maybe an hour or so, you can basically pay off any debt you have to Tom Nook. Like the highest amount of debt you have, which is like 598,000 bells. If you do that for an hour, you can basically pay off your debt there for like at least one of your things. So yeah. So that's basically my method anyway. Just make sure you place some fruits in front of them so you basically have almost a guaranteed chance of catching those bugs, and you should be all set. So yeah, that should be it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you would like, and I would see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.